My first story time on the new account, because my old account, the account that I am still going to post on, is apparently like a hair step away from getting me banned. I don't know why. So I was sitting there in dispatch one day, and 911 rings, and I answer the phone, and this lovely young lady is like very, very British, okay? Like her accent just sounds expensive. And I was like, 911 bounces, like when you call 911, if you're moving, like in a vehicle or something, depending on how close you are to a county line, it can bounce to the wrong county or whatever. And so when I answered 911, what is your emergency? And I got this like $1 million accent back across the line, I was like, is there a plane flying overhead? Because honey, you're lost. I know you're lost. You're not in the right spot, my love. But she is freaking out. She is like, I need help. And I'm like, okay. What is the location? She's giving me the location. She's explaining to me, that she wants some peace and quiet or some mess. Please send me somebody to help me. And I'm like, okay, but you gotta tell me what's going on. What has happened? I'm thinking, young girl from way across the pond. There's a critter. She's got a critter. And I'm gonna have to call the game warden. No. This beautiful young lady was sunbathing in her yard and accidentally locked herself out of her house. And she locked herself out of her car, and she didn't have a close neighbor, as we do out in the sticks. We don't have close neighbors. And that was kind of the point. That was what she was looking for. And I'm like, ma'am, I can kind of walk you through how to probably get back in your house, And she's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to work. And I'm like, okay, because I'm telling her like she's going to have to climb and do, And she's like, ma'am, I was sunbathing in the nude. And then suddenly it all made sense. And I was like, oh, I have heard that them foreigners do take the whole no tan line very seriously. But I didn't know they took it that seriously, I did have to send her a male deputy because I didn't have female. Of course, she called me back later after a deputy went out there and helped her get back in her house. I don't know what he did. And before you say, well, she could have done this. And no, she couldn't have. No, she couldn't have. Okay. If you had wanted her to order you some wine off a menu in French, she could have done that. If you had wanted her to pop a screen off of a window and climb through it, I also don't know what this house looked like, so I'm not sure, but she was assuring me it wasn't happening. So, she did get help. We did get her back into her home. She called me later in that shift and said, thank you, and complimented. I said, I love the way that you talk. It is so beautiful. Your accent is so beautiful. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. And yours is so